Hey guys, and welcome back to Kari Vlogs. I'm Kari, and this is part 2 of my food allergy story video. Today we are going to take the tests, and then also I'm going to show you what results I got, which is crazy. Make sure you watch the whole thing. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So I am going to show you first what happened with how the steps are in the process. I don't show you any blood or anything like that, but there are needles, so it might be a little bit of a trigger warning. I don't think I show you any of the needles, but they're like inside the little thing. Also, this video did take place in the past. It was last month, so things look completely different today than they do back then. And make sure you start with part 1 to this video. I will link it in the iCard. I don't know if it's on this side or the side. I always forget which side to point to, but I'm going to link it up here for you to check out first before you go into this video. If you haven't already seen it, check that video out first because it tells you all about my story of my food allergy and every crazy little detail that happened to me during that whole night where I had my allergic reaction. In today's video, I'm going to do the tests, and then I'm also going to show you my results. And there are some crazy results. I am just like shocked at the results. But let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so I just got out of the shower. Don't mind how I look right now. But I figured this is a great time to do my tests. So I got my 2 tests here. This is the York test food allergy test, and then the York test food sensitivity test. And I've already explained these in the video previously, and I'll explain them more as we go through because I'm sure it'll say in the instructions as well. And I actually just got out of the shower, so I figure right now, like, I'm at my cleanest, so this is the perfect time to actually do these. These are finger prick blood tests, so I'm not going to show any of the blood or anything like that. Make sure to walk you through the process and then give you the results when I get them within 7 days, like it says. So I'm going to actually start with the premium food sensitivity test. This one I did open just to make sure everything was in it. The food allergy test actually just finally came this past Monday. So today is the 13th. So this came on the 8th, and the whole incident happened at the end of May. So I got my food allergy test last week, and they were supposed to be together because I got a bundle, like a 2-pack, and they were supposed to arrive together, and I only got the allergy test. They are a UK based company, so I'm pretty sure all of their support is also UK based because they would answer me like overnight. I'm in the US, so my overnight is like their morning. So they got back to me within the day, and they're like, hey, we expected both of them to arrive at the same time. They both should have been in the same package. We'll go ahead and cancel that one out and then ship you a new one. So they say cancel it out because these have like their own ID on the back. So if anybody tries to take it and like pretend they're me and get my results, they can't do that. So when they do ship them out, they send you a link in your email to make an online portal, which I already did all that. So as soon as I send this in and they do my blood work and everything like that and test it all, they'll upload it to my portal. So then I will have the results to be able to see what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the food sensitivity kit because I did already open it just to make sure everything was in there before I emailed them when the other one wasn't there. So on the back, it has like the barcode that they scan, and I'm hiding my numbers. And then it also has an expiration date of December 31st, 2026, and it says blood collection kit on the back. So I'm going to go ahead and open it, and this is what it looks like inside. So it has, again, a little barcode for them to scan, and inside here, I don't know if you can really see it. Oh yeah, you can. Okay, it's like a little wick, and I'll explain what that's for in a little bit. Came with 2 single-use lancets, and then it also came with a Band-Aid and 2 Band-Aids and a cleansing wipe. So it says register your kit at wellnesshub.yorktest.com/us. Take your sample, return your sample, and then receive your results. It's as simple as that. Now I have heard controversial things about this, but I figure at least it's a starting place. So, okay. So here's the instructions. It's a 14-step process, but most of it is just kind of explaining like wipe your finger down and then take the cap off. Okay, so number 1, it says, please ensure you register your test at wellnesshub.yorktest.com/US. I will also make sure to put the link to their website in the description below in case you want to check out all the different blood tests they have. They have quite a few of them, which I was impressed with. They even have like junior ones for like kids and everything, which I thought was really cool. Okay, so number 2, it says swing your arms in a circular motion and or clench and relax your hands several times. Now, I've had multiple babies. So I'm used to doing this all the time because they always take my blood in my arms. So they want me to like get my veins all pumped up and stuff. So if you are somebody who's used to having your blood work done, it's very similar to that. Number 3 says, make sure your hands are really warm. Wash your hands with warm soapy water. To make the sample easier to collect, soak your hands in warm water for 2 minutes. I just took a warm shower. My hands are still really warm and it's summer and we don't have air conditioning, so I'm hot. Dry your hands thoroughly with a clean towel. This is very important. Wipe the top of your finger with the alcohol-free cleansing wipe provided, ideally the 4th finger. So they want you to do your ring finger of your left hand. And I actually don't have my ring on right now because I did just get out of the shower. Like I said, like literally just got out of the shower. So my hair is soaking wet still. Okay, so number 5, remove the absorbent wand from the container. So this is the absorbent wand. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the lancet from here, poke your finger with it, and then you're going to squeeze blood out and then get it soaked up in the absorbent wand from in this container. So let's go ahead and open up, I guess, hold on. I'm going to open this bag that has all the stuff in it first. And it also came with the little bag to ship it back in, and it has like a label on it. I'm not going to show the label because I don't want anybody to scan it. But I'm going to go ahead and lay everything out here. So I have my bandages. Okay, and the antiseptic towelette and the 2 lancets. They say they gave you an extra one in case you mess up, which is really nice because I don't know what I'm doing. So I guess we'll see how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and take the little spongy guy out, and this is what it looks like out of, oh, come on. This is what it looks like out of the packaging. It's just like a little, oh, I probably shouldn't have touched that part, but it has like a little rubber thing on it for you to hold, I'm assuming, and then this is the cotton part where you soak up like your blood from your finger. Okay, so it says, hold on, first I'm going to have to swing my arm in a circular, whoops. I'm going to have to swing my arm in a circular motion and clench and relax my hand several times just to get your blood flowing and everything. And then it says, after you twist off the lancet top and rest your finger on a firm surface, then to activate the single-use lancet, press down on the tip/side of your finger until you hear it click. And the lancet will only activate once, and that's why they give you 2. So it looks like this right here is the button that you push down, and this is where the needle comes out. I don't think you have to do anything other than just push this down, but I'm not sure. And then it says stand up and hold your hand below your waist and slowly massage your finger towards the pinprick, so that way you're squeezing out blood. And it says do not squeeze the tip of your finger. Hold the absorbent wand by the plastic cover and rest against the blood to allow it to absorb. And then you get it on the spongy thing, and then afterwards use the second single-use lancet to repeat the prick on another finger if required. And then place the saturated wand into the container and secure the lid. Apply the plaster. I guess they probably mean Band-Aid, but it's UK, so I don't really know if that's what they call Band-Aids. And then you're supposed to write your date of birth, your sex, and the time and date of the sample collection on the container. So it has the spot to be able to do that on the bottom here. And then you safely discard the lancet and box, then place the container containing your sample into the provided envelope and post back the same day. So by post back, they mean send it in the mail. Okay, so I think I got my blood going pretty well. Well, I think I pretty much broke that one. So I'm going to try with this one now. Okay, so I'm twisting this top off like it says. And then it says push down until you hear it click. So I did it. It was like a quick shock. It didn't hurt that bad. So now I'm going to go ahead and soak it up in a little sponge. Oh, it goes fast. Wow. Pretty neat. So I just finished my first one, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the package. I'm actually going to have to use the second lancet on a different finger because I stopped bleeding already. I'm actually going to use this wipe to wipe my finger off, and I don't need to use the bandages because, like I said, I'm not bleeding anymore. Okay. So now that I know what I'm doing, I'm going to go ahead and open the food allergy test, which is the one I'm really interested in doing. I'm going to assume the steps are exactly the same, but let's go ahead and take a look. Ooh, wait, this one's different. First of all, this one has a black shipping thing to put it in after. And it has a blood sample collection card. So this is what that looks like. It looks like it comes... No, it doesn't come out. Okay. And a blood sample return bag, and it looks like it has 2 lancets. And then again, it has the alcohol pad and the Band-Aids. Wonder if this one's going to be a little more intricate because these are the lancets and they look completely different than the other ones looked. So let me go ahead and read the instructions, and then I will summarize what we're going to do here. Okay, so this one's pretty much the same. We're going to prick my finger with the lancet, and then on this collection card there's actually these circles. I don't know what this number is for, so I'm going to cover that up, but there's actually these circles, and they want you to fill 3 of them completely with your blood. So I'm actually going to try to aim for all 5 of them. However, I don't know how feasible that is because I did stop bleeding pretty fast with the other one. I'm going to try doing the same finger, and then if I need to do another one, I'm going to do my middle finger because I feel like that's where most of the blood is, other than your ring finger. I'm going to go ahead and use the cleansing wipe on my finger. And I actually forgot to put my name and birth date and all that on the other one, so I'm going to go back and do that. So they want you to do this and let your finger dry. And while my finger dries, I'm going to take off the cap to the lancet. And this is what it looks like. There's the pin inside. And it says to push down firmly until you hear it click. So I did that one like right here on my finger. So I think I'm going to aim to go like up to the top more to get more blood to come out, I think. So I'm just hanging my hand down to get some more blood flowing in there. Whew. This is a lot crazier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why I was so nervous though. I didn't know what to expect, if it was going to hurt or not. And honestly, it didn't hurt at all. It was just like a shock more than like a hurt, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's dry. I'm going to go ahead and press it down firmly. And it's, okay, that one hurt. And it's really quick too. So I completely filled up all 5 spots like I wanted to do. This one did hurt quite a bit more than the other one, but it didn't, I mean, it's not an unbearable pain. It's just like a quick, like, ouch. So I'm going to write my name and the date on this, and then it says to let it dry in the air for 90 minutes and don't expose it to direct heat, sunlight, anything like that, because it will ruin the sample. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to write my name and birth date on the other one. Get these shipped out hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm hoping my husband can go drop these off in the morning at USPS for me, so that way they get on their way and I can get my results. And they do say they take up to 7 days for the results, so I guess we will see what happens from here.
So the day is finally here. I finally got my results, so I'm gonna do it live right here on the camera. Well, I guess not live, because by the time you see this it won't be live anymore. Today is June 26th, and I just now got my results. It took about 6 to 7 business days for them to actually get my package, and I had actually reached out to them, and let me go ahead and read to you what I said and what they said. So I reached out to them on the 24th. Again, today is the 26th, and I was just like, hey, there's no tracking, no way of me knowing if you guys got it. Can you just let me know if there's an update, or let me know the status of my packages, because I did send them in and I'm worried that the blood is going to, like, you know, dry up and not be testable or anything like that. So they said, thank you for your email. Your sample has not arrived to us just yet. Samples arriving from the US can take between 10 to 15 working days to arrive where there are several postal delays. Your receipt of postage is confirming the sample arrived at our dispatch office in Tennessee. However, the premium food sensitivity test has a stability of 30 days, which means that the sample should arrive in good time for testing. They didn't mention anything about the food allergy test, so I'm assuming it's the same for that as well. And they said, I hope this helps. If you need any further assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me. And then they gave me their phone number. And then literally like an hour later, I got a notification again in my email saying that my samples arrived at their lab. So I was very excited to wake up yesterday and see both of those emails. So I am going to go ahead and take a look at my results, and I'm going to start recording my screen so that way you can see my reaction and also see what I'm seeing on my screen. Obviously, I'm going to cut out anything that has like personal information or anything like that. So if you do see splices in the video, that's why. Okay. Oh, so my allergy test is not available yet. However, my premium food sensitivity test is available. So we'll go ahead and see what happens with that. Please see below the results of your premium food sensitivity test. This test analyzed your blood sample for food-specific IgG reactions to over 200 food and drink ingredients. So I have a high reactivity to bamboo, yeast, and cow's milk. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeast and cow's milk is borderline. And then it looks like everything else on this list is a normal reactivity, which is great. If you remember earlier in the video, I was really worried about tuna being an allergen or like a sensitivity for my body. So let me go ahead and just do tuna, and it looks like my reactivity is normal for tuna. So yay, I can eat tuna. Oh, I'm excited. Okay, oh shoot. So then we'll go down here. High indicates you have raised IgG antibody levels to these foods, and you should try to eliminate them completely from your diet. You may benefit from removing all these foods from your diet. And then borderline indicates you have a borderline reaction to these foods and may or may not benefit by limiting their consumption. Now, I don't eat bamboo. I don't even know if that's a food, but we do have a lot of different things in our house that include bamboo. We have like pillowcases, bed sheets, certain clothing items. We have all bamboo. So that's really insightful to know. And let me see if there's anything else on here. Oh yeah, there are many hidden ingredients in things we consume. You may not consciously be aware of eating some of the items that are flagged as high or borderline. So I guess I need to look up foods that have bamboo in them just in case. But like I said, I don't think that I eat anything that has bamboo in it. I didn't even know bamboo was something you can eat. And then individual content of mixes. So this just tells you the different things that they test for that are in these different mixes. And that looks like that's all the results for my food sensitivity test. And I honestly am shocked about the bamboo. About the yeast and cow's milk, no, I'm not shocked because I've always had issues with yeast and with cow's milk. So, and as somebody who loves baking and always bakes, I'm like, do I try and cut it out and see if like I feel better after cutting those two things out, or do I just continue with it because it is on that borderline range? And then it also looks like cashew is kind of high on here as well. It's in the normal reactivity range, but it's still pretty high along with wheat, obviously. I mean, I feel like wheat goes along with yeast, so I'm kind of surprised, but also not surprised to see it so high up on here. But again, I do eat a lot of baked goods because I love baking and I'm eating wheat and yeast constantly. So I don't know if these numbers are skewed because I already had those foods within my body, or if it's actually a sensitivity that I have to these foods. Hey guys, it is now the next day. I just got my results back for my allergy test, and I'm so excited to go through it. So again, the same as yesterday, I'm going to go ahead and record my screen to see the reaction that I give. And I'm honestly like kind of scared to see what it is. But yesterday I did also learn that some vegetarian sushi, especially the ones that I buy, have bamboo in them, although the specific one that I buy does not have bamboo in it. I also learned that people eat bamboo shoots, which I didn't know was a thing. And bamboo can be in a bunch of different foods, especially of the Asian like descent type of foods. So that was really interesting to learn. So now I'm going to go ahead and look at the results from my allergy test. Let me go ahead and start recording my screen. So I didn't expect to have any allergy results on here, but I actually have 3. Hazelnut, I have a medium reaction to. So 3 of 4 is a medium reaction. 1 to 2 is a low reaction, and then 0 is no reaction. 5 to 6 is a high reaction. So I don't have a high reaction to anything, which is good. Apparently I have a low reaction to potato and to strawberry, which are 2 of my favorite things. Hazelnut, I drink hazelnut coffee occasionally, and I'll eat hazelnuts if they're in like a trail mix or like a nut mix or something along those lines. I don't eat hazelnuts regularly, and I don't eat like hazelnut spread or anything along that line. And it's really interesting to me that hazelnut is on here, but there's no other like peanut or cashew or anything like that up here. So that's something I definitely need to look into. Maybe I'll go see an allergist about that. Again, it is only a medium reaction, but I know that as you grow older, you can develop like worse allergies, and you can even develop allergies later in life. Like right now I'm 32 and I've never had any allergy issues before I turned 30. And now all of a sudden it's like, here, you're probably allergic to hazelnut and potato and strawberry. And I'm just like, I've eaten all of these things my whole life. Like when I was little, my mom used to buy bags of hazelnuts, and I used to just sit there and crack them and eat them and crack them and eat them. That was actually my favorite nut growing up. And obviously, you know, potatoes, everybody likes French fries, everybody likes potato chips, and strawberries is something I grow in my garden regularly every year and go out there and just pop them in my mouth. So it's not something I've ever thought was a possibility. But it's very good information to know. And now that I've done these tests, I think I'm going to talk to an allergist. There's actually an allergist that's in the building of my doctor's office that I already go to, which is perfect. And I think at my next doctor appointment, I'm going to talk to my doctor about possibly seeing the allergist, just based on everything I've learned from these tests, from the bamboo to the potatoes and strawberries and hazelnuts. So you must always be cautious whenever an allergic response is suspected. We recommend that you discuss any positive results with your healthcare provider, which makes sense. And again, this was an IgE antibody test. So the presence of the IgE antibodies is only an indication that you may be allergic to a particular substance or allergen. So if you do take these tests, don't take everything at face value. Again, like they say, this is not a definitive diagnosis on its own, as reactions will only show up on the test if you've been exposed to a particular allergen previously.
So I found these results to be crazily insane because, okay, so for the sensitivity test, bamboo, I don't eat bamboo. We do have bamboo bed sheets. I have some bamboo clothes, but I don't eat bamboo. I've even looked at my sushi. It does not contain bamboo. And I have started eating tuna again, and everything has been fine with that. So it was not from the tuna. And then my husband did remind me that I did have cashews that same day, and they were probably contaminated with hazelnuts. And here is the big kicker. We have a hazelnut tree growing like next to our house outside, and I completely forgot about that as well. I think now that I have my results, I can finally have a sense of peace like in my mind and know that like eating tuna or having my vegetarian sushi isn't going to harm me because I'm not allergic to it. It didn't show up on my test. Everything has been fine with that since then. So I think I'm okay with that now. I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-part series video. Please, again, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video and my previous video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you found out you were allergic to anything later on in life. I'm 32 and I never had an allergic reaction before in my life, and now I'm finding out that I have these allergies, and it's like a whole lifestyle change for me now. If you want to check out York Test, I will link them in the description. It is not an affiliated link, so I don't gain a commission or anything like that, and these have not been sponsored videos. I just wanted to share my experience with you and hope to give you some insight into what a food allergy might look like. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye, and happy 4th of July.